Share screen. Okay. It says it's recording, right? Yeah, I think so. Okay, guys. All right. Well, first of all, welcome. Welcome to our first live webinar that's going to be hosted by Sophie and I. This is the first time that we're actually coming together to discuss the opportunity in a live format. And I just want to first start off by wishing you guys all a very happy holiday. I want to thank you all for taking the time to come on. You know, I know it's a busy holiday week, and taking time away from your friends and your family to learn a little bit more about our opportunity and to also learn a little bit more about what we have to offer as Beachbody coaches and how this opportunity has shaped our lives. And so to begin, this is the Team HealthyER project. You know, what is Beachbody coaching, and is this team right for you? So my name is Stephanie Burgos. I'm Dr. Stephanie Burgos. I'm an emergency medicine physician, and I am in my final year of residency. And so I am a doctor, I'm a daughter, I'm a girlfriend. I became a coach last July, basically in July of 2013, for two reasons. The first reason being that in my job, I have a very stressful job. I work crazy hours. I work anywhere from 8-hour shifts to 12-hour shifts. In 1 week, I can work anything from days to evenings to overnights. And so with the amount of stress that I was going through and the amount of eating that I was doing, even though I was someone that I considered myself very active, last summer I found myself in a state where a lot of my clothes didn't fit me. I was not happy with how I looked. I was not happy with the amount of energy that I had. I was addicted to caffeine. I was just, for the amount of sleeping that I was doing, I was always sluggish. And so I knew that I needed to find something different and something quick that I can do at home and that would help me get better results and would help me make me feel better about myself. And so around that time, last summer was when T25 came out. And T25, with only 25 minutes a day, I said, you know what, I want to try this program. And I had heard about Shakeology, and I said, you know what, if I'm going to do this program, I'm going to do it right. I'm going to get the program, I'm going to get Shakeology, and I'm going to commit to my nutrition, and I am going to do this all the way. And that's one of the reasons why I became a coach, because I decided to become a wholesale customer. And a wholesale customer allowed me to have the discount of the Shakeology because I knew I was going to continue on Shakeology for at least a couple months. The second reason why I personally was drawn to this type of field and this profession was because in my line of work, in the emergency room, we only have 10 minutes to work with someone, 10, 15 minutes to get to know someone. And I was coming across a lot of young women, anywhere between the ages of like 16 to 27, who were coming in and they were overweight, they were depressed, they were suicidal, they wanted to hurt themselves. And I felt very pulled to want to sit down and help them more. And I just couldn't with the amount of time that I had to speak with them. And so I really wanted to try to shape them more and try to, encourage them more, motivate them more. And I just couldn't do that in the emergency room. And so that is a second reason why, I decided to become a coach, because I felt that by coaching, that would allow me to fill that void that I was not getting in my day job, as I would say. And so I became a coach in July of 2013, me, myself, and I. And now 18, 19 months later, I'm a 1-star diamond coach with over 220 coaches in my downline. And so, that's a lot to say, in the past 18 months, through growing, through sharing my struggles, through sharing my journey, through sharing my motivation, I have been able to inspire others to join on a path with me, to inspire others and to also create healthier lives for themselves. In the past 18, 19 months, I have also been able to pay off $18,000 worth of credit card debt with Team Beachbody, with the income that I have made with Team Beachbody. And again, that's just it's a number that's just showing the amount of lives that have, allowed me to come into their lives to really influence them in healthy living. And then in this journey, I've learned so much about myself. I learned that before I was an emotional eater. You know, if I was stressed, if I was bored, if I was sad, if I was happy, you know, I am a Latin woman. Food is at every single type of event in my culture. And it's something that is everywhere. And I was definitely someone who was an emotional eater. And through this journey, I have learned a whole new appreciation for food and how it truly is nutrition for my body. And really my main mission out of this is to empower women, to empower people in general, but specifically to empower women, so that they feel confident in their bodies, so that they love themselves, so that when they, look at themselves in the mirror, they're happy with who they see. Because I definitely believe that when someone is happy with themselves, that percolates into every aspect of their lives, and they're able to be better mothers, better wives, better employees, better friends, better daughters. And it just really empowering them in that way really drives me and motivates me in this business.
All right, guys, I'm Sophie, and speaking of empowering women, I guess I would like to think that I'm one of the women that Stephanie really has empowered. Just to paint a picture, I'm currently a diamond coach, and I joined this past January, so not even a year ago I joined as a coach. So just to paint a picture of kind of what my life was before Beachbody, I had just come out of a pretty shocking and nasty divorce. I was back living with my parents, and I had a brand new newborn baby. And so now I was on my own, and I was on WIC and food stamps, and was just really struggling to get back on my feet. And I was really extremely depressed and suicidal. And I had dealt with depression and suicide my whole life, but this was really the climax of things getting really dangerous. And I knew just from having, played sports before and being a little bit informed on it, I knew that I needed to get my body moving. I needed to get my endorphins going, and I just needed to focus on the basics of taking care of myself in order to literally keep my daughter's mom alive. And so because I was doing this parenting thing alone, even though I had a gym membership, I was one of those people who pay a gym membership and never go to the gym. It wasn't going to be an option for me to get a babysitter 5 days a week, 6 days a week, so that I could try to get healthy. That just wasn't an option. I needed something that I could do while she was taking a nap, or do while she was watching a cartoon, or, I needed it to be at home and really get me results. And I also knew I didn't want a quick fix. I didn't just want to lose the baby weight and then put it back on the next month. I wanted long-term health. And so I wanted to commit to T25, which is what Stephanie recommended to me because she had results with it. And I saw the proof of that. And then I wanted Shakeology so that I could, like I said, have long-term health. And so because of that, it made sense for me to sign up as a wholesale customer, as a discount coach, so that I could get the discount on the Shakeology that I was going to at least be trying out for about 6 months and see what results it got me. And also I signed up to be a coach because it was going to hold me accountable to not just throwing in the towel 2 weeks in when it got hard. I was someone who everything I've ever done in life, I basically quit it. I had never actually stuck with anything in my life. And so that was looming over my head, that I had this fear I was going to quit this too. I was going to spend this money and quit this too. And so signing up as a coach was kind of a way to hold myself accountable and go, well, at least there's going to be a team of coaches looking at me going, where's Sophie been? So that was part of my motivation. And as I started to get results and started to actually see changes, not only in my mental state, but also physically, I started to just share about it and share my successes and my lessons learned. And I did that vulnerably and authentically, and people responded really well to it. And that's how the business started to grow for me. And so, I've had a million excuses and ways to get out of this, but this experience has really trained up this like inner warrior in me that goes, no, I'm not going to be a victim to depression. I'm not going to be beat down by hard situations or circumstances. I can prioritize my health, and I can inspire others to use their hard situations and overcome their hard situations and create a life that I want. And that's, as you can see on the screen, it says mission work. Before any of this happened in my life, I was actually a missionary living in Africa, serving at orphanages and hospitals, And that's something that's still on my heart. I never envisioned I would be in the health, health realm, or fitness realm. And I don't necessarily think that that's like my one professional arena, but it is an area that helps me work on me and is going to enable me to work on the thing that I'm really passionate about, which is mission work. And I'm going to be able to give more generously as a missionary through Beachbody than I ever would have been able to without the help of Beachbody. So that's a little bit about me and my story.
Awesome. Thank you. And so this is just an idea. I wanted to give you guys an idea of just the variety and the flavor within our, within our team, the Team Healthier You Project. We are a diverse group of men and women who, range anywhere from college students to, women in their 50s who really just have a mission to just have a healthier life for themselves and also inspire others. Really, whenever I speak with people, I tell them, if you come in and you can help yourself get in better shape, you can help yourself mentally, and if you can help one or two other people, would you consider it to be worth it? And usually, if not all of them, will say yes, absolutely. If I can help one or two people with their health, help them feel better, then this whole process would be worth it. And many of these women are, many people are full-time workers. Many of them are moms with multiple children and wives, and they lead busy lives, and they find time to, to make this business work for them.
So let's talk about what is Team Beachbody. A lot of you may have heard the brand before or the name before, but you don't really know what it is, what it means. So Beachbody was founded by a guy named Carl and his partner John, or business partner John, and they set out with this mission to help people to achieve their own goals and to live healthy and fulfilling lives. That was like their banner, their passion, and that was what they were going after. And so they started to create these workout programs to help people do that. And they went hard after infomercials so that they could reach the most people and get into the homes of people and really reach as many people as possible. And they wanted, their mark was that they didn't want ho-hum workout programs. They didn't want quick fix, magic potion solutions and schemes to get people results. They wanted hard work that just got people real results from really changing their fitness levels and their health levels. And so that was what set John and Carl's project apart from other people. And so what ended up happening was, the people that were using these programs and these products, they started sharing about their results online and on message boards and on YouTube, and they started posting their results. And then, other people started supporting them and following their journeys, and everyone, they kind of formed this community of people that was supporting each other, rooting each other on, giving tips, giving advice, and sharing their journeys. And they noticed, John and Carl noticed, these are the people that are having the most success, the ones that have created this sense of community and teamwork and accountability. And so they saw that as an opportunity to reward those people who were inspiring other people to get healthy and who were using the system of accountability. They said, why not reward them? And that's how they created this whole coaching concept. And that kind of birthed a responsibility and a mission that Beachbody now holds to continue to create amazing programs and products that us coaches can continue to get results with and continue to appeal to all sorts of people. And as you can see, just on this slide, this is just from the last couple of years, and the number of programs and the wide spectrum of programs that Beachbody has released. I mean, who hasn't heard of Insanity or P90X, T25, 21-Day Fix, and there's just so many different appeals. There's something for everyone that Beachbody has released. We'd be hard pressed to find someone on this call or really anywhere who hasn't either tried one of these programs or doesn't know someone who has done one of these programs. And so they really are committed to reaching everybody, reaching and meeting the needs of everybody. And, there's no shortage of people that need our help. There's no shortage of ways to reach people. There's just so many different types of people. And so Beachbody has a hard and fast mission to reach everybody and to end the trend of obesity. And as you can see in this next slide, we are growing. We are really growing. And as you can see on the bottom graph, just the revenue growth, this just goes to show, this is just a picture basically that shows, you know, all these programs they have released, they just haven't been for nothing. Those programs, every time they release a program, it really does meet the needs of people. It is, the revenue growth is out of this world successful. And that is just a reflection of showing that Beachbody really is committed to meeting the needs of the people in our society. And right now, we are just in the US and in Canada, but we're, you know, none of us will be surprised when we go international very soon. And so coaches, more and more coaches are joining us all the time. And this is really just a great time to get in there. Like I said, there's no shortage of people that need our help. And Stephanie always says, you know, right now we're about, what, 250,000 coaches? That is not enough people to end the trend of obesity and of disease, not only in this country, but on this earth. And so we really are on a mission to bring health and prosperity into the lives of the people around us.
Awesome. And that's actually why, you know, when I kind of decided to start this business and I wanted to kind of put together quickly, you know, a team culture. And that is what birthed kind of the HealthyER project. Be confident, be strong. And, you know, I'm an ER physician, and that's where the HealthyER ER comes in. But the idea is that we need your help. We need everyone's help. We need as many people involved in this mission. And whether you are someone that wants to get involved specifically with Beachbody or doesn't want to get involved with Beachbody and just wants to lead a healthier life, I definitely want to encourage you to take on this personal mission to be an inspiration to other people. Because like Sophie was saying, there is no shortage of the need, you know, for people like ourselves who are leading healthy lives, who are educating those around us, and who are helping others to be overall healthier and to learn how to eat better and to learn to move more in their lives. And this is like my public service announcement as a physician that I just needed to throw in there. The fact that like the complications of childhood obesity, and this is just in childhood obesity, but it just kind of trickles in. It's a reflection of what adult obesity is. And the fact is that this current generation of children are the first generation of children that are that they're expecting to not outlive their parents and their grandparents because of the problems of obesity. And honestly, I truly believe that like if we cannot affect the home, and how do we affect the home is by going into our communities, by influencing our friends, by influencing our family members, by making the changes ourselves. Because you know, asthma, you know, gallstone disease, type 2 diabetes. You know, type 2 diabetes is such a big problem in our country, and it is hands down one of the most preventable diseases in our country. And now more and more children, you know, in their teens are coming into the hospital with problems of diabetes and pre-diabetic, and also problems of heart disease. And so 1/3 of our children in this country are overweight or considered obese. And I think that is something that we should not consider acceptable in our country, and something that we need everyone to kind of get on board and really push to kind of influence other people to live healthier, to make healthier choices, because this type of, you know, these stats cannot be something that we see over the next couple years. And so I implore you to really consider, you know, even if you don't do this opportunity, but really consider really making these changes in your own life so that you can affect those around you. So that's my public service announcement as a physician. And so back to Beachbody specifically. And so we have tons and tons of products. So like Sophie said, not only do we have the workout programs and the DVD programs, but we also have, you know, we have pre-energy drinks. We have multivitamins. We have whey protein. We also have some supplies that we sell in terms of fitness supplies like mats and weights and whatnot. We also, and most importantly, what we have is Shakeology. So Shakeology is an exclusive product that is sold by Beachbody coaches. It is not a protein shake. It is a nutrient-dense meal replacement shake that is filled with over 70 nutrients. Basically, it's $40 worth of fruits and vegetables in a glass for less than $5 a day. It has several multivitamins and antioxidants and probiotics that help to curb cravings. It helps to increase your energy. It helps to increase regularity. And for someone like myself who was addicted to caffeine 18 months ago, I am no longer addicted to caffeine, and I was addicted to sugar as well before, and I am no longer addicted to sugar. I was like your type of child that would eat like sugar cubes, like off of like, just because I just loved sugar so much. And so, Shakeology, one of the other reasons why I love Shakeology is that it is full of all natural ingredients. We have several formularies and flavors, and we have a vegan formulary that's a completely plant-based formula. But what I also love is that they go all over the world searching for the finest ingredients, and they actually give up a certain amount of the profit of what they sell, they give back to the local communities. And so that is something that I really love about what they do, and specifically about Shakeology.
So what are some of the benefits of coaching? This is something I cannot speak enough to this. Beachbody, just, you think about any of the other jobs that you can have, and there really is a cap on how you can advance the opportunities that are available to you. Like I mentioned before, I joined in part for the accountability, and so like I said, that is something I cannot stress enough. Time and time and time again, I have said to myself, if I did not sign up as a coach, I really don't know how I would have gotten back on track so quickly after that really, bad eating weekend, or that vacation, or after that stressful month where I really didn't do many workouts. Like, if I weren't a coach and I didn't have the supportive team, and my challengers weren't looking at me to do the same thing that I'm telling them to do, or I didn't have my news feed full of other people doing healthy habits, I don't know that I would have pushed through like I have. And here I am a year in, and I'm living a lifestyle that I couldn't do for the 25 years before that. So the accountability factor, that is obviously a huge benefit of being a coach. But then also just setting your own hours. If you are someone who, you already work full time, or you have kids, and you really only have, say, your lunch hour available, or the time that you normally watch TV in the evening, if that's what you have available, that's when you dedicate a really focused hour to build your business and to pour into people and to help lead other people into healthy habits. And so you set your hours. If you want to give 4 hours a day, if you want to give 1 hour, you set that time and you determine how much you want to give to the business. There's no boss telling you when to do what, how to do what. We work together and we encourage each other, but you really do set your own hours. And because of that, you set your own goals. Some people come into this and really what they're looking for is some fun money. Maybe they're looking for a new wardrobe from having lost weight with these programs, or maybe they're looking for money to go on that family vacation finally, or to just take the burden off of some of those grocery bills or the gas money. And so, this can provide you with meeting that goal. Or some people have huge goals, like bringing their husband home from the military, or quitting their own job and being able to be home all the time with their children, or paying off huge amounts of credit card debt or school loans, buying a car with cash. You set your goals, and depending on your goals, there is no ceiling. There's no one telling you, no, you can't be promoted to that position, you can't make that much money. You work according to the goals that you have. And I just love that about this business, that there's no one telling me what I can and cannot do. And just developing yourself and really working on time management. And I mean, what job do you have where you actually have to prioritize taking care of yourself? Every other thing in our culture tells us to put yourself last. Every job we have says put yourself last. And this is a job where you literally get paid to work on your nutrition, work on your own fitness, and to help others to do it, and to make sure that your mind is in a healthy place. I mean, to me, it's become a no-brainer. I can't think of any other way. It's like literally being paid to be healthy. So those are just some of the amazing benefits of being a coach.
Yeah. And like Sophie said, talking about the accountability, I just wanted to give some examples of some of the coaches on our team who, by being accountable to as a coach, they have been able to transform their bodies both physically and mentally. In the top left, we have Jean Marie. She's a busy mom, full-time teacher, and she's someone that I knew from high school, actually. And I met her, and we basically became back in contact, through Beachbody. And she is now, she's now a coach, and with T25, she's gotten amazing results. We have Sophie in the middle, which we know her story. We have my cousin Asida on the top right. She's someone who, I really wasn't in that much contact with before Beachbody, and it really has allowed me to help her both, physically and, and financially with her business. And she's now a healthy inspiration to her family. In the bottom left, I have Jessica, who's someone that I met on social media. She came to me last year, and she was a single mom, just frustrated with, her weight, frustrated with her lack of energy. And over the course of working with her and, working together, she has lost almost close to 80 pounds, with all Beachbody products. And it's been, absolutely an incredible journey to watch her kind of transform, both physically and emotionally. I have my mom in the middle. My mom at 51 years old looks fantastic. And she's someone, with Beachbody, she's been able to tone up her body and build muscle, and also, build herself up both emotionally and mentally. Which for that, I'm always forever grateful for Beachbody. And then I have Nancy in the bottom right, who's someone who also came to me through social media, and someone who just wanted to just feel better about herself and feel better, in a bikini. And here she is finally, kind of after with some gentle pushing, posing in a bikini. So definitely there's no, a lot of coaches come in here simply just for the accountability. So who is a coach? A coach is someone who desires to be healthy. They are someone who wants to help others and inspire others with their own journey. They are someone who is self-motivated, someone who is hardworking. Because if you really, in any goals that you set, you have to have the motivation. You have to have that deep why so that you can fulfill those goals. They are someone who is proof that the product works. And like Sophie said, this job really wants you to work on you first. And because it's only through your journey that you'll be able to inspire others, and you'll be able to find others by sharing your journey who relate to you. And as a result, so we want someone who's kind and someone who's authentic, because honestly, when you think about weight loss is such a personal issue. It is such an emotional issue for so many people. And, you want to build a relationship with that person. You want to feel like you can trust them, because so many women and men, they can't talk about their weight or how it makes them feel with like their family or their friends, because they just don't get it, or they're just, they just don't feel like they can relate to their friends and their family. And so we offer, we offer that friendship. We offer that accountability for many coaches, for many clients, I should say. And I like people, like all of us, we all have flaws and mistakes. And so our coaches have flaws and mistakes. And I always say that the best type of coaches are people who are still on their journey and still have a lot to learn. Because if you think about it, no one wants to see the perfect figure at the end of their journey. No one can relate to that, but someone can relate to the busy mom with 3 crying kids, who's working full time, who still makes time to meal prep on a Sunday, who still makes time to find 30 minutes to work out for herself, and is still getting results little by little. Like, that is inspirational for people. And so I definitely, so someone who has flaws and makes mistakes, and obviously someone who's just overall passionate. You can see Sophie and myself and many other coaches, we're just passionate about what we do, because we are proof that the product works, and we know that these products work. And at the core of what we're doing, we are genuinely just trying to help other people be healthier. And so a little, the fun part, rewards. What are some of the rewards that we get as coaches? And so, one thing that I can definitely talk about is the friendship. I have come across so many women and men in this business in just the past 18 to 19 months. And I always sit with Luke and I tell him, I'm like, I just think there's so many people that are in my life now that I'm blessed to have in my life, because they would not be in my life had it not been for Beachbody. And so, you're surrounded by motivated, driven people who want to do more with their life, and who want more out of their life, and who genuinely want to help others. We get rewarded with free gear and prizes every month. Based on our productivity, we get a prize every time we advance in our ranking, and based on our productivity as a team, there's free gear that we get. And then every year there's at least one free trip that we can qualify for. And actually, Sophie and myself will be going to Cancun next April, completely free, all expenses paid, all based on our productivity from 2014, which is just a direct reflection of all the people that we have influenced and all the people that we have been able to help at least, make that first step to healthier living. And what's pretty awesome is that it's like not just us, we get to bring someone else, and it's completely free. And so that's definitely one of the perks. And I definitely appreciate a company that rewards hard work. So one thing to talk about is why join now. So, right here you have you have a clock, and what's coming up into, next week is New Year's Eve, and it's 2015. Everyone, if, usually has weight loss goals or fitness goals or just some sort of health related goals that they have, around the New Year's time. And now is the perfect time to kind of become a coach, because you want to capitalize on all the people who want to be healthier, all your friends and family and people that you may know in your close circle of influence on social media or at work, who are like saying, oh, in 2015, that's going to be the year. I'm going to lose the weight in 2014. I'm going to get moving in 2015, sorry. And, it's known January and February are the busiest times for gyms. That's when it's like super busy at the gym. And then like March, April, May, it starts dwindling down. And then like June is like crickets, at the gym again, as people are like, have completely like, forgotten about their results or their goals, I should say. And so it's super important, now to kind of get in and start learning the business so that you can capitalize on all these people who are going to be coming in. And also the fact that we have amazing new products. Insanity Max just launched earlier this month, and it's created by Shaun T, and it's a 30-minute program and it comes with a meal guide, and it comes with 30-minute exercises. And depending on which package you buy, you get the portion controlled colored coded containers, which honestly in 2014 was one of our big products that really have revolutionized kind of how we're going about our coaching. As you can imagine, most people struggle most with nutrition. We can tell people to go work out, but if you were anything like me, I used to work out like crazy and I couldn't get the results that I wanted. And it was all based in my nutrition. So with these containers, people are learning how to eat and what to eat. And so with this new product that just came out, and then 21 Day Fix Extreme, which is coming out in February, if it's going to have the same success, if not more success than its original program, which came out earlier this year in 2014, it is going to be a program that everyone is going to want. It was the first program that sold out for Beachbody because people needed, simple exercise, simple nutrition to understand, and it really helped get people results. And so now is a great time to come in and start learning about our business, to start trying our products, and to really start, posting on social media and letting people know that you are someone that's interested in helping them, reach their health goals.
So there are a couple of options for how to come in as a coach. The options you have are, if you decide, you know what, I do want to get the discount on maybe Shakeology. I want to drink it several months. I want to drink it long term, or I love getting all of the Beachbody products. I want to get a discount off of every time I buy a program. You can sign up as a wholesale customer to get that 25% discount that we get as coaches. The other option would be to sign up as a career coach. And again, you're going to be getting that 25% discount, but you're also going to be getting a 25% commission on anything that you sell or someone buys through you, kind of like a referral program. And you're going to be a product of the product. You're someone who's going to be using the programs, using the products, and just showing that the stuff really works. And you're going to be able to recommend to others what might work for if they have portion control issues, or what might work to help them, be able to do more athletic things. You're going to have experience with the programs, and you're going to be able to share with others what might work for them. And these free trips that we mentioned, the rewards that we mentioned, are all available to you. Now, the career coach, you can work that part-time, and just stay at part-time if that's what you desire. You can work it as part-time and then work your way into full-time if that is what you desire. You can do it either way, but the career coach and the wholesale customer are the two ways that you can decide to go.
And so basically, when you join our team, you're not left on your own. We definitely encourage you to design the life you want. And so when you sign up as a coach, you are not left alone. You come into a big family. And so you become part of an amazing and supportive team. And you also get access to continued training that's private through our Facebook groups, as well as online training and videos. And you also get access to our team calls that are every Sunday evening at 9 p.m. That's usually run by myself or one of the other leaders on the team. And it's really, you're not alone. And I want to definitely let you know that, wherever you are in the business, there's always someone above you who you can, turn to and who you can learn from.
And so how can you get started? If you are ready to, take that step as a coach, what you're going to do is first contact the person who told you about this webinar. Whoever invited you to learn more about the coaching opportunity, you want to contact them. And then you're going to enroll with your success pack. And a success pack is, it's going to include a workout program, so T25 or 21-day fix or max 30. It's going to have your workout program, the 30-day supply of Shakeology, which we talked about, and then you're going to be plugged into accountability. You're going to have a team that will then surround you into a challenge group where you'll be able to check in daily, and you'll also obviously have a personal coach, whoever you sign up with. And then you're going to need to choose which level of sponsorship you want. So, maybe the timing just isn't right for you. And so you might just say, you know what, I want to commit to something, but I just want to do it as a challenger. And that's fine. You can do that on the basic level. Or then you can upgrade to the wholesale customer level that we talked about, where you'll still kind of operate as a challenger, but you'll get that 25% discount. Or then the last option would be to have the sponsorship level of a career coach. And then I do want to just touch on the fee as a coach, because I never want anyone to be surprised or feel taken advantage of or anything. So there is a coaching fee, a monthly fee of $15.95, and I just want to briefly touch on some of the ridiculously amazing things that covers. So Beachbody puts literally millions of dollars into, like we talked about, infomercials and media and branding, and really just making sure that this is a household brand. This is a household item. Everyone knows who Shanti is. Everyone knows what Insanity is and P90X is. And so you're not going to have to be going and trying to convince people that it's a legitimate program. Beachbody covers us on legitimizing the amazing reliability of these programs. And then, there are some companies where, say, you might have to buy a bunch of product and just hope that someone will buy it from you, and that's how you'll make your money. We never handle product. We never handle payments. We never handle returns or any of that. Beachbody handles all of the shipments, all of the returns, all of the customer service. We have an amazing customer service, support and technical support system. And so we don't have to deal with any of that. And that's part of what the $15.95 a month covers, as well as just our website. So say when someone wants to, you've talked about a program and they say, yeah, I want to try out Insanity Max 30. You are going to have a personalized website that you will send them to that will automatically send that commission to your bank account, and they'll be linked into your team automatically. And so you have personalized websites, and that also is covered by that $15.95. So it's honestly a really small fee for the ridiculous amount of support we get. And I've actually never paid the fee because my commission has always covered it since month one. So, but I just wanted to make sure to touch on it so that you're never surprised by it.
All right, so we're kind of ending, and so how does all of this sound? Does this make you nervous? Does this make you excited? Either way, I want to definitely encourage you to jump right in. One quote that I try to live my life by is the fact that life begins one step out of your comfort zone. And so there's no kind of if you're even considering this, then I would definitely tell you to contact the person who, pointed you towards this webinar and just talk with them. You really have nothing to lose in trying to, get involved and just seeing where it takes you. And even if you if you decide this is not the opportunity for you, coming in as a challenger or maybe even letting us know about someone else who would benefit, as a challenger, or someone else who may be even interested in this business opportunity. But I definitely want to encourage you to at least reach out, over the next 24 hours to the person who invited you to this webinar, just to let them know what you thought of the webinar. It's always good feedback for us as a team to know what you like, what you don't like, and it would really help us, continue to grow and get our message out. So again, I want to thank you all for coming, for taking time out of your evening, especially on a holiday week. And I just want to see if there's any questions that people may have. I just wanted to give 2 minutes. I wasn't sure if there was any questions. Just wave your hand and I'll try to keep waving your hand. If you happen to have a question, I'll look through. Awesome. Well, I don't see anyone with questions. Oh, hold on. I see a question. 1 second. Hold on. All right, Sharika.
Hi, Stephanie. Thank you so much. The presentation was beautiful. I wanted to know, when you get started, and you get started as the basic, can you move up from basic wholesale customer to career coach?
Yes, absolutely. It's actually very simple to upgrade. And a lot of people will kind of go on that path. Many people will just want to first try the products.
Yes.
And it's very simple to upgrade. And actually, if you're someone who has bought a challenge pack, for example, in the past, it's even more simple. You won't have to pay anything extra out of pocket to upgrade to a wholesale customer or to a career coach.
Okay, and one more question before you go. I wanted to find out, what videos or what programs do you recommend for beginners?
Well, so for beginners, we actually have a lot of great new programs now, especially with a lot of the new programs will have modifiers. And so one of the most popular programs I would say would be, I would say 2 to 3. We have for people who have, let's say, have a lot to lose or haven't moved in a long time and haven't really been exercising. We have Tony Horton's P90, which is a 90-day program that we have. The 21-day fix is a really popular program. It's only 30 minutes a day. There is a modifier in the video, in all her videos. She's actually over 200 pounds, in the video, who's doing the video. So that's also a really great program for beginners.
Okay.
And then also programs like T25 and Insanity Max, they both have modifiers that are meant for the beginner person. And so T25 has a modifier. And then what's really nice about the Insanity Max is that they have the option to have the modifier at all times on the screen, which is different from what other programs may have. But those, I would say, so we have such a wide variety of programs, but I would say those are the 4, depending on the person and what their needs are, that I would start kind of thinking about in terms of recommending for them.
Okay. Now, what do you do for customers that's not mentally there yet, but they want to lose the weight? And they always feel like myself, that's the struggle I have of being consistent. Mm-hmm. Like I would start something. Don't get me wrong. I see results, but then I stop. I really try to figure out the connection between it. I really don't understand it. I'm going through a lot in my personal life. I don't have family support. I don't have friends. I don't have a social life. So it's just me and my daughters. And excuse me if I get